Welcome back. Think about hitting the like button and the subscribe button or sharing this video out on your favorite social media platform of choice. What I want to talk about today is probably not going to be a popular topic, but I do think it's an important one. And I think that Game Pass is starting to create a large community of gamers around Xbox who simply think that spending $15 is going to be it for the entire generation, and they're not going to support any other games that come out unless they're in Game Pass, or they're going to wait a year, even a year and a half, 2 years, because eventually maybe those big games, those big third-party games are going to go into Game Pass, so why not wait? And here's the negative effect this is going to have with third-party publishers. Take a look at Resident Evil 8. It's a big third-party release this generation that just came out. It's doing incredibly well in the UK on the physical sales charts. Over 85% of total sales are on the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4. Those two systems make up for over 85% of total sales, with the Xbox One, the Xbox Series S, and the Xbox Series X making up just 20% of total sales. My question is, where is everyone? If you're a gamer, you own an Xbox Series console, and I get that they're in slim demand. They're in slim, you can't find them anywhere, but they're in high demand. Same thing with the PlayStation 5, and yet people are buying them as soon as they hit the store shelves. It broke records, even though it's hard to find. But gamers are buying games, big third-party games on the PlayStation, in particular the PlayStation 5. And a publisher like Capcom, looking at that, is just not going to partner with Xbox or give Xbox anything extra in the future with any of their games. You look at the deal that Capcom has with Sony, and you have to say, yeah, it makes sense that they're dealing with the PlayStation and they're having an exclusive deal because they're getting all that support. Now, you can point to MLB The Show and say, hey, that's a big third-party game, and that was in Game Pass day and date. But you don't know how much Microsoft paid to make that happen. And trust me, they paid a lot. They had to talk to that publisher and say, we understand baseball was never on this Xbox system. We don't think people are going to buy it in general the way they're going to buy it on PlayStation. So here's what we think you're going to lose money-wise, and we'll give it to you. Put it in Game Pass. That was a one-off. Same thing with Square and Outriders. Outriders is a game specifically tailored to have an audience online and be engaged and to have users. So it's not exactly a single-player Resident Evil 8 style game. But again, where is everyone? Where are the gamers buying games? And I don't think that Game Pass is a bad thing, but I think if it's creating this group of people that galvanize around just paying for one subscription and then they're just going to wait because that's value, it's going to devalue the experience that you're going to get on the Xbox from third-party devs with their big games this generation. You still have to go out and buy $60 or $70 games. I'm sorry, but I remember when games were $100. I remember when they were $50 and they went to $60. And the only reason you didn't hear about all these people crying about never buying $70 games is because there was no social media. Everyone said the same thing and everyone got on board, and it's going to happen this generation as well. But you still are going to have games that never come into Game Pass. And if you want to play them and you want these big deals for Xbox and you want this exclusive content, you've got to be willing to go out and buy games. You can't just be a subscription type gamer. So in essence, I think Microsoft sort of shifted the idea of being a console gamer to being a subscription gamer. They're selling you on a subscription, but they haven't sold you on any one particular game yet. Whereas Sony is selling their own games and everyone else's, and they're finding success. I'm not saying Game Pass is bad, but you can't substitute Game Pass for everything. You can't say, I'm not going to buy any big third-party games anymore, but then I'm upset that none of these third parties want to deal with Microsoft. I'm upset that none of these third parties want to give Microsoft or Xbox exclusive content. I'm upset that they're not getting day one content or they're not getting demos early or things like that. You've got to support third parties and first party, of course, but you have to support these big third-party games. And I really do think that Game Pass is creating this sort of wait-and-see type gamer, which I've never seen before. I've never seen people not run out to buy a game like Resident Evil. I'm seeing the same level of support, the same level of hype, and just everything is just normal. Everything is smooth sailing when it comes to selling games on the PlayStation. And I'm seeing this sort of wait and see lackadaisical attitude about, well, I already spent my $1 or $15, so why not wait a year for Resident Evil 8 just in case it comes? And if it doesn't, I'll pick it up for $30. Well, I mean, that's why you're not getting these big games. That's why you're not getting these deals. That's why you're not getting these exclusive deals between Xbox and a game like Resident Evil. You're not getting this, day one demo. You're not getting all the extra content. You're not getting any of that stuff because people making the game aren't finding the same support that they're finding on PlayStation. So Game Pass is great, but it can never replace the excitement of a big release and going out and purchasing it and buying it. The idea that you don't know if you're going to like Resident Evil at this point and Game Pass alleviates that is ridiculous. Everyone knows if they like Resident Evil or not. So I do think that's something that you got to watch out for. I do think it's a problem Microsoft's going to run into, and it may hurt their relationship with third-party developers who are making these big AAA experiences. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.